He'll lose yardage to start things out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
25, check 25, check 25. General West. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm scared. Go. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
Operating from the gun, Welsh. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, Z. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Get it.
From the gun, Welch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll run on 1st down. Kirby. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Shoot. Topper.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready. 50, plant. Check, 47. Stop your body. Ready.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. 60 or. Single. Check 42, man. That's good. That guy's good. All right, T, let's do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, 60 Pittsburgh. 59. Check, 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 check. Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Flanagan. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Kill, kill, kill,
From the gun, Flanagan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready,
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down, Colts.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
High 7. Check 13. 6-6. Pull it high.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 49. Damn. Protein spill.
Looking to throw on second down. Flanagan. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. Leo. Check 52.
On first down, Hines. And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Fresno, you go tight. Bravo. You got tight right there.
Second and 13. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta. Ready?
To throw on second down, Flanagan. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Mike, check.
Operating from the gun, Flanagan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the double. Mike 57. We ain't giving up nothing today. Shit! Check safety!
From the gun on 3rd down, Welsh. Got a man, Slayton. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Greystone travel.
From the gun, Flanagan throwing right, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Welch. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. Through it, he's got space. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Number 53, Mike 53. You remember me? 61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they run with Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 3rd down. Welsh to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Flanagan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKinney. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Ready? 50, plant. Mike, 49. All day, baby, all day. Down.
Throwing on first down. Flanagan going up top. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Let's go for the Giants. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 53. Look at me. Go. Let's go. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Welch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Sam off.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on, El. Come on, El. Slam.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Topper! Snap!
On 2nd down, it's Buchanan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Got it. 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge, sponge. Leo. Ready?
On first down, Michelle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. SOS. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. It's a party now. Hard. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Buchanan. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You get blocked, me. You
6-6, pull it high. Hey, echo.
Twist. Watch the edge.
5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Tighten up.
Hey, lock it.
36. Hey, alert 3.
Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Albrecht Rosas on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 9. X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Off play action. Flanagan. He's going to go for a big play down, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
On 1st down, Buchanan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 31.
Ready?
From the gun, Welsh. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Flanagan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Flanagan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Flanagan, and that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Flanagan. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Crunch. Any weapon. Crunch. Get it.
They run with Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Flanagan. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And
all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Flanagan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Alert 3.
5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready, break.
Mike 57. Here we go. Right.
Hey, exit.
Hey, we got 3 down. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the curl. Hey, check Mike 57. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go, defense.
Look, squeeze. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Welch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's coming.
Greystone, travel.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, wahoo!
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's get up.
To throw on second down. Welsh. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Buchanan. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go, go.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Welch. Catch made by Slayton. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.